Hi everybody and welcome to the flute practice. We are on day 11 of this series and today the title may be a little bit misleading. We are not actually having a proper interval as much as we are going to be playing intervals, but I thought the little pun on the midweek interval was too good to pass up. Today's session is actually going to be quite challenging. And I want those of you who are more beginners, and I know there are quite a lot of you on this series, which is great and awesome, and I really think it's so fantastic that you are finding your own way through this and keeping up as you can. So today's exercise, I want you to do just that. We are going to be dealing with Taffanel and Gaubert, there comes my German through. Taffanel and Gaubert number 6 today. So let's dive straight into it. Now, similar to those Moyes exercises that we did a few days ago, I want us to really think about getting a completely even straight line. Now, these are written in your normal kind of duple time, so as quavers, but I want you to try and really think of those triplet figures again, that there is no accent, so that we don't get kind of a thing, but rather I like to slur all of these. You can explore with some different articulations. I prefer to just slur them because I'm really working on getting those really even, smooth intervals. On this point, guys, this exercise is really not about speed. It's about doing it slowly. It's about listening again, really listening each little interval, what you're doing, finding any of those little cracks or slips or finger irregularities, whatever it might be. Eventually they will get faster and eventually we can use them for speed, for dexterity and all sorts of things. But for now, keeping it slow. Also, what I do is I stick to one tonality for the whole week again. This is something that I tend to do actually quite a lot. I sort of do a lot of my exercises in one key over the whole week. Of course, not the kind of normal daily exercise stuff where you go through all the keys. That's a very different story. But often my exercises, I kind of group them or theme them together in one specific key. So I have got kind of a list of exercises that I go through in that key every day for a week. This particular exercise, patrons, there is a video coming for you, which is the next part of this warm-up daily routine that I am busy sharing with all of you. For any of you who would like to get onto the system, I'm going to pop a link below. You can go visit the page. You can please ask me questions about this. I know this is quite like a new platform. It's not very clear to everyone what it's all about. So please do ask questions because it's such a great opportunity for all of you to get a more in-depth experience in all of this. All right, enough talking. Back to our thirds. So we're carrying on, going as high as you can go. You don't need to go all the way up to the top B if you don't know those fingers. Once again, go to the highest note you know and then maybe push it one further. If you can go all the way up to top B, push yourself further, guys. Go to top C, go to top D even. So let's see. Good. So top D and top C sharp. Guys, challenge yourself. Sorry if that killed anybody's ears, but challenge yourself, push yourself as far as you can go, and then come back from there. Same thing on the bottom register, right at the bottom. As you come down, go down as low as you can go. Once again, making sure that you are not well, here it's quite easy for the lift because you've got that lovely D, but especially for the C sharp in my case, to E, that you really are sliding that baby finger again. I always say rather push yourself now, rather make it nasty and torturous now than later in the pieces. This is what technique practice is for. So patience, slowly, but do the correct thing. All right, you've got the reverse thirds. Guys, don't kind of be like, oh, well, I did the thirds, the reverses are fine. They're actually training a very different set of intervals. They are really quite tricky and they're good to do, especially if you are looking for that technical challenge. For those of you who are not, do what you can. Once again, maybe just stick with one of the thirds and that's perfectly fine, really. Okay, sixes we're going to jump straight into. Now these are really, once again, for those intervals, and this is really slowly, guys. I'm repeating this a lot today, because with a lot of my students, I say slowly and they just kind of carry on playing it as fast as they were playing it. Some is even faster. And I'm like, guys, slowly, what part of slow don't we get? Really, I'm not joking here. This is not because I think you're a bad player or a bad flute player or any of those things. It's just because we need time to listen what we're doing. 6. Good. Really just easing your way through those guys really nicely. Also, those lovely reverse 6, once again, just feeling each of those intervals as slowly as you need to, and trying to once again think of that longer line, not da 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 da, or other way around, da 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 da, which is even more tempting, I guess, because those low notes are not fun. Da 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 is the kind of thing that we want to hear. This does take a bit of practice. I do find when I'm really in shape with these 6s and 3rds, like, you know, I can kind of move them along a little bit more and they're a little bit better. But when I'm starting them new, or when I haven't done them for a while, I really have to go down, back and slow. And sometimes I just have to take it slow again just to really check. Don't trust yourself too much, guys. This is what one of my teachers in Austria always said to me: don't trust yourself. And that's not to say don't have confidence and don't believe in yourself. It means don't like assume too much without really taking the time just to check and make sure. We're human beings, all kinds of mistakes and stuff creep in, and we have to be on guard and alert at all times. All right, everybody, there's not much more to those guys. Enjoy it, have fun with it. They are challenging, yes, but they are really fantastic, fantastic, fantastic exercises. They are all on Mozart concerti. They're very often in a lot of our Baroque pieces and CPE Bach. There's like just 6 sometimes in those concerti for days. So really, these guys are so important for our playing, and they really help you deal with so much in flute playing. So hang in there, stick with it, take it slow and easy, do what you can, and we will see each other tomorrow.